Hi. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free to show us your beautiful faces. If it's still early morning for you, you're very welcome to stay with your camera off. Very, very warm welcome. I see a couple of new faces here who are first time in my world. So I just want to say welcome to all of the first timers and very warm welcome to those who already joined my masterclass before, who are studying with me, working with me, circling with me. I just want you to feel all super, super welcome. And also, if you're watching the recording, please know that you are also very welcome to this sacred space. All right, my darling. So this is free woman masterclass. In my world, when I'm giving something for free, it doesn't mean that value is lower. The value remains the same. So I want you to come here to the space and imagine that you paid 200 euro for this masterclass. So imagine you paid this amount of money and think with how much presence, devotion, interaction you would come to the space. So be fully present, fully here. Just imagine that you paid this amount of money, okay? Because the value gonna be phenomenal, but you need to be open to receive the pearls of wisdom that we're gonna be sharing here. So this is the first thing. The second thing, recording will be available for you. You can always catch up on the recording and take your notes. In my own experience, I felt that I'm taking the information much deeper and much faster if I'm taking notes during the masterclass, during the training. So this is what I would encourage you to do. But if it's not vibing with you, if you want just to relax and have your morning coffee or tea with me, then you just receive the information and you can take the notes during the recording. So the name of today's masterclass is Woman. What does it mean to be the woman from capital W? In my world, the woman is this human being who is super, super loving, caring, the one who's got massive heart, the one who is really charismatic, the one who is successful in life, in her career, or whatever path she chose. For me, the woman is the mother, but it doesn't matter that she physically gave birth, the one who got very strong mother kind of energy for the world. For me, this is the woman. And I'm sure that in your world, you might got slightly different explanation of what is the woman for you. So I really want to tune into this question. What is the woman for you? Is she Maybe she's wealthy. Maybe she's the one who's managing to have 3 jobs and 3 kids and doing something just perfectly. Maybe she's one who's always in well-rested woman era, so soft and gentle and radiant and magnetic. Yeah. So we all got an idea what is the woman for us, right? And very often we even have this image of real person in our life in front of us when we think about the woman. Sometimes she is someone from your family, sometimes she's friend or friend of the friend, sometimes she's someone from the show business, from the Hollywood. And very, very often when we know who is this the woman in our lives, we secretly being slightly jealous for her, all that she accomplished, and trying to do everything possible to get there. Some of us really working our asses to be exactly like she is. Some of us doing a little bit less, but still secretly hoping that one day we're gonna be her, or at least a little bit closer to her. Now, the problem with this womanhood, with this situation, is that we're focusing so badly about becoming someone who we are not. We're focusing so badly on copying someone else's path, someone else's life, someone else's branding, image, looks, lifestyle, when actually our woman's power rests in our differences. Woman's power is in our uniqueness. Some of us, we are really bold and edgy and sassy, and this is so, so magnetic and beautiful. Some of us got insanely big heart, and this is our superpower. We are super kind and soft and sweet. Yeah. So our differences actually makes us. I'm just gonna make sure, my loves, that you're staying muted. Thank you so much. So our differences makes us the woman. Yeah. But our sameness, we are every single woman, we are woman, right? We belong to a tribe called womanhood. And this is amazing. So if we come into this world, walking our path, creating our own unique, authentic story, we know about our superpowers, about our gifts, and we're doing everything to unveil our superpowers to the world. We are all different, like different flowers in the same garden, but we know that we belong to the womanhood. We are all flowers. And we come to the world with this deep appreciation to womanhood, to sisterhood. This is where the real empowerment in women's world is happening. Okay. But this empowerment really gets fucked up because we are brainwashed to believe that we women, we need to be in a constant competition. We need to always look for what is for how we can be the same, how we can be similar, that we need to fix something in us. And when there is competition, when there is this fight one between another, there's no evolution in womanhood. There's no empowerment. Forget about it. There's no empowerment in competition. So I really want you to land to this room, to come to this room with deep appreciation for your uniqueness and deep appreciation for womanhood. There are so many places in the world where to be a woman is really, really difficult. So I really want us to not take our womanhood for granted, because it's really our superpower and we can do phenomenal things with this. So I want you to come here with this big celebration of womanhood, because you are a woman, and not only because tomorrow is the 8th of March. We need to celebrate our womanhood and our uniqueness every damn day. One of the main things that I realized, one of the main things that stops our evolution and stops our belonging to the world, to this womanhood, is something called the good girl complex, or the good girl syndrome, which we normally bring to our adult years from the childhood. From very early age, most of us, we've been taught that we need to fit in. When we are good girls, when we are not too big, too bold, too opinionated, too funny, too smart, when we just fit in this box, in the standard, what it means to be a good girl, then we can fit in. And then we're gonna become the most powerful version of ourselves. So we've been taught to suppress half of ourselves, our sassiness, our boldness, our uniqueness, our edge, so we can fit in and be happy. I'm sure that you know the saying, sugar and spice and everything nice, this is what girls are made of. I grew up with a simple quote, similar mantra, slightly different in Lithuania, but very similar idea. And I'm sure that in your own countries, you got also something similar to that. Be a good girl. Sweet, polite, well-mannered, clean, well-behaved. Don't create fuss. Don't rock the boat. Yeah. So we've been taught by this with this good girl syndrome that we are mountains. We are very, very beautiful, calm, serene, peaceful mountains. Not dangerous, beautiful to witness, beautiful to climb, when actually we are volcanoes. We are not the mountains, loves, we are volcanoes. We are volcanoes and we got fire within us. This fire can hurt people. This fire within us can make people feel uncomfortable. What is this fire? It's our rage, it's our sexuality, it's our grief, it's our wild, untamed emotions that can be so triggering for people if they are not trained how to hold space for these emotions. Yeah. So since very, very age, we were trained to believe that we are mountains, we are not volcanoes, and we don't have nothing within ourselves. We are sweet, polite, comfortable, beautiful, not dangerous. And the sad thing is that when we grow up, we started to actually believe that. Well, maybe we are really mountains and not volcanoes. And the women that I work with quite often say that, well, I don't know what is my superpower. I don't know how to express anger. I feel numb. I don't know where I lost and when I lost my sexuality, my desire. I don't want to make love. I am on beautiful in the beautiful on the having a beautiful vacation in south of France, but I'm like, it's nice, but I don't feel alive and ecstatic and like, wow, that's so amazing and so beautiful. I buy a nice bag, I feel good for a couple of hours, couple of days, and then I need another one, you know? So this is the issue. So we need, my loves, to remind ourselves over and over again that we are not the mountains. We are volcanoes with a fire, with the superpowers within us. And we need to learn how to work with this fire. Because one of the best things what I realized is that you need to, first, yes, you need to understand that you have the fire. Second, you need to understand that there is no need to throw your fire to other people, to throw your feelings, your emotions, your just vomit to someone else. You need to learn how to master your fire, when to use it, how to use it. And this is also where women's empowerment happening in business, in relationships, and in a personal life. So, womanhood. Yeah. So when we bring this beautiful fire, this beautiful volcano to womanhood, we feel alive. We feel that, well, we actually belong. We all have different kind of fire within us, and we come together, we can do phenomenal things. We can really move mountains. We can create massive changes in the world, right? But the sad thing is that there's so few places in the world where we can bring our fire, put it on the table, show this to the other woman or to the man, and feel that everything is okay with us, that we belong. And we're really dying for someone to create this kind of rooms for us where we could awaken the fire within us, show our beauty, our soul to the world, feel comfortable, empowered to do that, and also master the art of using this fire. We long for these rooms. We long for someone, this beautiful goddess, to come down to earth and create this type of experiences for us, this type of gatherings. When actually we are the ones who should bring our power, our belonging, I call it, belonging to womanhood, belonging to volcano, to other rooms. Or when we come to the women's circle, when we come to the retreat, we shouldn't expect someone to create the space for us so we can feel that we belong. We need to bring our belonging to womanhood, belonging to this power, to this volcano, to the circle, to the space. In order to bring our belonging wherever we go, to Christmas party, to the meeting with our students, employees, we need to work on this art, on this belonging on daily basis. So wherever we go, we feel that we belong to the womanhood. Yeah. So I have a question now for you, and I would love you to use the chat option if it feels in alignment. How do you wish womanhood to be like? How do you wish womanhood to feel like? Safe, empowered. When you think about multiple women gathering in one place, this is the womanhood, how it should feel like. What is the first words that coming in your mind? Sisterhood, I see. How you feel womanhood should be like, should feel like empowering, soft, chill, excitement, free, supportive, love, connection. Beautiful. Now I have another question. Oh, heart filling. I wish it to feel allowing, accepting, empowering through support. Oh, such a beautiful words. Oh, honey for the soul, huh? Now I have another question for you. Have you ever walked in the room and you felt exactly how you would like womanhood to feel like? Can you imagine these times when you walked into the room, into the sacred space, doesn't matter if it's ceremonial setting or restaurant or birthday party, and you felt, well, yeah, this is how womanhood should feel like, should be like. This is how it should be 24/7. Yeah. Just feel. You can also say yes or no in the chat. Feel free to always use chat in this masterclass. I love to see your engagement. Manuela said, yes, I felt it, but not too often. Yes, a few times. It was beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So I really hope that every single one of you experience at least a couple of times in your life what you would like womanhood to feel like. Girls saying long time ago, they felt it sometimes, but I wish more of these times. Not so many times, unfortunately, but yes, exactly, exactly. So here we're coming to the last question. How often this happens from scale 1 to 10? How often you feel that this is the womanhood, this is the empowerment, this is the sisterhood, this is the soft, powerful, beautiful energy. So 1 is like almost never, 10 every single day. I feel this is my world. I thought, what you talking about? So I got 4, 5. I've got 3, 6. 6. Beautiful. 3, 5, 6. I have it my 2 girlfriends, 10 out of 10, but not general. That would be 4, 5. So we're focusing on like 4, 5, 6. So it's okay, but it's not how it should be. Now remember, my loves, that most of you who gather here in this masterclass, you already belong to conscious communities. You already work with feminine energy. You already activated your belonging, your womanhood. So you attract like. But if we would think about other women who never experienced this powerful work, how often they experience womanhood? Not so often. I think it would, like this real womanhood, I think it would be 1, 2, max 3, because what they're focusing on is not sisterhood and empowerment and creating beauty. It's gossiping, putting other women down, again, competition. Yeah, closing our heart because maybe she's gonna harm me, maybe she's gonna I don't know, steal my job, steal my husband. I need to be always alert, and I cannot trust women so much. There's a big sister wound happening in the world right now. It always was here with us, but now it's really, really in crisis, and we need to do this work to heal the sister wound. So remember, my loves, this first message, that we conscious women, we should stop expecting that someone will come into our lives and create this safe spaces on daily basis for us to learn, to grow, to feel safe, to feel that we belong. We need to bring our womanhood, our belonging to this tribe called womanhood wherever we go. We go to the, imagine we're going to the meeting and we see women sitting in this room in the meeting and like, oh my God, there's a woman. How amazing. There is a woman in the room. How cool is that? So I'm not saying you're going that extreme and you're all going like not seeing a woman, but I hope that you got an idea. Yeah, and like attracts like. If you'll show up to the world with this energy, you're gonna attract the same women to your tribe, to your containers, to your courses, to your master classes, wherever you create in the world. Okay. So yeah, this is the womanhood. And the real belonging to womanhood happens big time when we're starting to be brave, to go out of this good girl syndrome, and we're giving ourselves permission to have an edge. So we're not like fully throwing our fire to the other people and showing our rage and sexuality and juiciness and like do whatever you want to do with that. This is who I am. It's nice to start by just having a little bit of edge. So if you feel that you have opinion, experience on money energetics, speak about the money. Slowly share these topics, these conversations with your students, with your sisters. If you feel that you have an edge with sexuality, maybe you went to some tantric training, some retreats, speak about that, you know? Speak about this thing. If you feel that you have it, speaking about, I don't know, on other dimensions, other worlds, that speak about that. It's always so refreshing to see women speaking about the edge, because in this world it starts to be safe to speak about these things. It haven't been safe up until now. So I'm really inviting you to bring the safety in conversations and speaking about that, because it's enough that someone else tells us, be careful, don't be too much, like chew so many times before you say something. What is this? What is the safety? What is this? Be careful. This is like a victimization. We want to walk on edge a little bit so we can bring more empowerment and really deep, life-changing conversations to the rooms where we're gathering. So we start creating these rooms instead of expecting someone else create these rooms for us. Okay. This is how we're starting to work with our inner fire. Okay. Every single one of us, my darlings, every single one of us, we are powerful, extraordinary, magnificent human beings that really don't need any fixing, any healing. We are already perfect the way we are. But what is really lacking is wisdom. Wisdom of womanhood. We know so little about our subconscious. We know so little about our hormones, about our sexual Shakti energy. And when we're really thinking about what is the goddess, when we're really taking everything away, what modern society makes us believe that what is a goddess, we're going to one word, and this one word is wisdom. The deepest wisdom always about the womanhood, the deepest wisdom about the womanhood always used to be shared in a safe spaces called circles. This would be the spaces where we would come, we would listen, we would share, and we would understand that actually we are the same. Doesn't matter you live in Africa, in New Zealand, in Australia, we all struggling and dealing with the same problems. And this is the reason why we need more this kind of rooms, this kind of conversations, edgy conversations. So we can understand that we are the same, we can learn from one another instead of competing and trying to be the same. We understand that we are the same, but we are different. We have different superpowers. Right? So this is the reason why circles, they are so needed, so important in this world, because This is the safest space that can allow our fire to be seen, to be heard, and we can also master how to use our fire power by listening other people experiences, examples. So this masterclass is really a reclamation of how freaking fantastic we are and how big power we got within us. But we need to remember that we are not mountains. We're not meant to be numb. We're not meant to not know what is our superpower. We're not meant to not know what is our mission in life. This is not what it should be. So here is the sacred remembrance is happening right now. Now, how we can remember about our superpowers, how we can remember who we are, how we can awaken the superpower, the fire within us. In my world, in my practice, in my teachings, I work with archetypes. Those of you who already worked with me, you know how passionate I am about the archetypes. And today I would like to talk about 3 archetypes that I bring very, very much into my business, first of all, but also it echoes in my relationships and in my everyday life, obviously. My brand, Circle of Women brand, is who I am on daily basis. So it's the way it works that if I bring something to my brand, I naturally, organically bringing this to my everyday life, to my own practice. So 3 archetypes that I want to talk with you today is badass, goddess, and boss. Badass is what you do. Goddess is who you are. And badass is who you and the boss is who you become. So badass is what you do, goddess is who you are, and and boss is who you become. So let's talk about the badass. Badass is a masculine energy within us, is the energy that does stuff. Is the energy that, yeah, just make sure that you complete your tasks, that you move your ass and you stop daydreaming and you're really making shit happen. The badass energy is the one who goes on stage and speaks about uncomfortable stuff, is the one who makes phone calls, who's delivering in the meetings. She is your badass energy. Some of us got more of this energy, some of us got very little, but every single one of us need it. Doesn't matter you have business or not, we need to have a badass. Every single archetype got a bright side, empowering side, but also got a shadow side. So I would like to dive into the shadow side of badass because this is something that really suppressing us from uncovering our true potential and fire within us. Okay, so what is the shadow side of the badass? Shadow side of the badass is when we constantly compare ourselves to others. Yeah, comparison. We're thinking, oh my goddess, she's my age and she already got 2 houses and I have none. She is my age and she became a lawyer. And this was my dream, but I never became a lawyer. She did that and I don't have this yet, you know? So not always, but very often what happens is that because we're starting to compare ourselves with other women, okay, I don't have that. What I need to do about this? I need to work harder. I need to push more. She got the podcast. I need to have one too. So I'm going to do everything possible to launch my podcast today. It needs to happen now. And we push and push and push and work all night to make it happen. It's not that it's happened in everybody's lives, but this is just an explanation of this energy of badass, shadow energy comparison. And then we working, overworking. Yeah. So this is also the shadow side of the badass energy. Overworking, overdoing, over pushing. We always in this masculine energy climbing the mountain up, 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 up. No. Also, the shadow side of the badass energy is overgiving. Now here you might think, Heiste, but over delivering, over giving, it's a good thing, it's a beautiful thing. Like what is bad about over giving? So if you are the over giver, I definitely was most of my life. So listen, what happens when we start to overgive? First of all, very often we overgiving the stuff that we have the most. We overgive the stuff that we have the most. For example, if you are a coach, let's say, if you're a coach, a mentor, a guide, facilitator, you don't have that many clients, yeah, but you've got lots of time. You don't have clients, but you got lots of free time. So you end up giving master classes, workshops, courses, free sessions for free. Give because you have time. Yeah, you need to build up the audience. You have time. Why not? You love what you do. So you give this. You give and you give and you give and you give. People are happy. They receive with open heart. You give even more. Then one day, this person to whom you gave so much bought something from you, bought a little course, and she asked for a fund. And you're like, oh my God, I gave you so much. I gave you so much free stuff. I gave. And once you bought something from me, now you want to take money out from me. That this one little thing that I don't have so much at this time. And it hurts. It hurts so much because we don't have so much money to give, right? Another example, well, imagine that you went to the shop and you bought 12 candies. You bought 11 super, super nice chocolate, dark chocolate candies made with ceremonial cacao. Amazing, fantastic. And you bought one caramel candy, salty caramel candy. And then your friend came over and she said, "Can I have the salty caramel candy, please?" And you're like, no, this is for me. This is my salty caramel candy. I've got 11 ceremonial cacao candies. You can have any one of them. Why you want to have this one that I want so much? You cannot. You are bad. You are mean. You know? So we over giving. We feel okay to give the stuff that we have a lot of it. But we struggle to give what we don't have. The last example with your friends, for example, you have this good friend and you've got lots of money. You don't have time, but you got lots of money. So you decided to buy a trip for two to south of France in the middle of August. And everything is planned, everything is organized. And it's a few days before the trip and you got so busy. So you call her and you said, you know what, sorry, Jessica, I'm not gonna come with you, but you go alone. I'm gonna get you this 5-star hotel, everything. You go, enjoy, have a good time. And this friend says, but I don't want to go alone. I want to be with you. I want to have quality time with you. And you're thinking, oh my God, like I worked so hard. I gave you this amazing holiday and she don't want to go there. What's wrong with her? She asked this one thing that I don't have is time. You know? So we over giving, over delivering the stuff that you have the most. Yeah. So if you know already what stuff you tend to overgive, over deliver, what is your love language? Is it time? Is it money? Is it quality time? Gifts? Presents? Yeah. What is the one thing that you overgive, over deliver? In my world, I always encouraging my students, my clients, to really figure out what is this gift that you could give and give and give and give without asking anything in return. And this should be the thing that you charge the most because because it just goes out natural from you. It's just so easy. You are just natural giving this thing away. Yeah. So you should really, really put a very, very good value on this because you are natural in this. Imagine you're going to a hairdresser. The one hairdresser is like cutting like this, like super, super careful, 1 millimeter after another millimeter. Like you see that she's freaking out. And another hairdresser, she's having espresso in one hand and just cutting like this and just flowing through her hair. And then At the end, the one who had the espresso, the result is just phenomenal, fantastic. And of course, you're going to pay whatever she asked, because it doesn't matter how she did that. She did the phenomenal thing. She's natural in this, you know? Of course, you're going to pay for her much more than to the one that is like this, so freaking out, so freaking, like, so scared to do a mistake, you know? So if you feel that you are natural in something, this is your superpower, one of your superpowers. I'm sure you got more. So you really need to put value on this. Otherwise, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're going to end up over deliver, free stuff, keep doing more, or presents, whatever thing you do. And you will spend so much time doing this over giving, over delivering, then there will be not enough time left to do the things that really matters, to do the things that badass really desires to do, so she can create insane things in life. You know, imagine you structure your day. This is what I need to do. First task, second task, third task, fourth task. Instead of doing all of this thing, but your badass is dying to do, you focus on just staying on WhatsApp and giving free coaching sessions to every single one of your clients, keep checking in, keep giving. So you had no time to really move the mountain and do phenomenal things that day in life, you know? So we need to be very, very careful with this overgiving thing, because it tends to really leak out. And this is the shadow side of the badass energy, because if you overgive, overdeliver every single day without boundaries, then you cannot move mountains. You cannot fully awaken the fire within you, because you did good stuff, but you wasted your time. It needs to be energetic exchange, giving and receiving, right? So boundaries is really, really important. So we need to master the art of saying no with love. And if you choose to give something for free, you need to make sure that this person understands that this is the gift. It's all good. I do much longer one-on-one calls with my students. I know there's lots of my students, you know that I tend to do longer calls. Sometimes I do extra calls, but I really do all of my best for you to understand that this is my gift for you. Because if you would always give things for free, and one time you will say no, what are you gonna say? What's happened to you? You've always been so good, so loving, so giving, and now you're saying no. What's happened to you? So mean. No, I started having boundaries, you know? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we're coming again to the badass energy. I want you to imagine badass energy within you as your personal assistant. Okay, your badass energy is your personal assistant. And imagine you hire a personal assistant and you're saying, okay, so this is the tasks. This is what I want you to do today. And at the end of the day, you met with your personal assistant and you ask, so how was it? How many tasks you managed to complete? Was everything good? Tell me that everything is good. And she says, actually, I'm so sorry, but I haven't done anything, because your mother asked to go to the shop and buy this croissant with marmalade. You know how much she loves it. And you know, if she's not getting it in the morning, she's grumpy all day. And then your kids asked to go and to buy Paw Patrol underwear. And then your husband said that he finished, that there's no more eggs in the fridge. So I went to buy eggs in the fridge and I had no time to do actually anything that you asked me. How you would feel with this assistant? I would fire her, because, well, I'm sorry, but I hired you and I asked you to do this, and that. You work for me. And now you did everything to everybody, but the things that I asked you to do, you had no time. So this is exactly what happens with this badass energy within you. We give badass energy the tasks that we want her to accomplish. But at the end of the day, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I met my friend, and then we stayed too long, and then I met another friend, and then I had a slight headache, and I lay down and I slept for 5 hours, and I had no time to do." it's just nothing gonna work like this. Neither your business, neither relationship, nothing, you know. So this is the badass vibe, yeah. So when we really want to activate the badass energy within us, this masculine energy that, okay, if I decided I'm going to do the thing, I like to work with this kind of credit score analogy. So I'm going to explain this and then we're going to move to another archetype. The credit score analogy. So imagine you're waking up and you say, okay, badass, I'm gonna go today and sign up to the Pilates classes. I'm gonna get the 1 month membership. I'm gonna do that, and afterwards, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna sit down in the local cafe and I'm gonna work on my upcoming masterclass. This is what I'm gonna do today. And if you haven't done all these things that day, your self-worth, your confidence score gonna go down, like in the bank, the same, yeah. If you decided that this month I'm gonna really do everything to birth my new course into existence, and you haven't done that, your score gonna go even lower. And this is gonna be over and over again until you'll come up with idea, but you're not gonna feel that you can really do it, that you can make it. You're not gonna feel confidence within you to birth these things into existence, to do these things, because your self-worth and your confidence score is so low because you gave so many promise to the badass, but you couldn't do anything. So I really from now on want you to take very serious your promises that you give to yourself. This is how you strengthen your badass energy that does big things in life. If you promise to yourself that I'm going to sign up to Pilates, make sure you sign up. You do your best to show up there. Not only sign up, you need to bring your ass there. If you promise to yourself that you're going to work on masterclass, schedule the time, the days of the week when you're going to work. Make sure you sit and you try. Maybe it's not going to flow, it's okay, but you tried. Just show up. This is how you're going to strengthen your confidence and your badass energy. And it will be easier and easier to do the stuff that you wanted to do. Okay. So I have a question for you, and I also would like you to use the chat box. What do you really want to do this year? This one big thing in 2025 that you want to make it happen. Maybe you want to launch podcast. Maybe you want to birth the course. Maybe you want to launch Women's Circle package. Maybe you want to go to south of France with your mother. What is this one thing that you desire so much? And you know that you will need lots of badass energy to make it happen. So I really would like you to choose at least one thing. So the information will be deeper embodied. What is one thing? What is this one thing that you want to accomplish in 2025? I want to have 3-4 weeks to do nothing, just relax, feel me and my life, and live in the present moment every day. Beautiful. Hand in mind resignation, go traveling and birth my co-living project. Oh, beautiful. Love it. Finally, take care of my mental health and nervous system. Take care of me. Thank you for sharing. That's a good question. I actually did most of it already the last weeks, but a baby definitely is the highest for this year. Grow my business so I can quit my job and have more time, manage my time as I like, create a beautiful community, more time for family, passion projects, and travel. Yes. Continuing my priestess path. Oh. So keep feeling in this question. What is this big things that you want to accomplish today? And promise for yourself that you're gonna make everything possible to get there. Every day you're gonna do something to get closer to this dream. Okay. If you want to bring this even deeper, I highly recommend you to use our free Facebook community group, Circle of Women community group. And today, after this masterclass, write a minute paragraph. I am Ista's badass, and this year I'm gonna do this, 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 this. When you're putting something to even more women, really writing it down, it becomes so much real. It seems that it's already happening. Okay, so this is an invitation. Feel free to use this group and write down, I am Marino's badass energy, and this is what I'm gonna do this year. Feel free to do that. Okay. So this is the badass. This is the energy that is really, really needed for us women, the sacred masculine energy to birth our desires, our dreams, our projects into existence. Now, another archetype that we want to talk about today, she's known as goddess. When I started working with women, I noticed that so many of them, they would be already coming to me with very, very strong goddess energy, and they would lack big time badass energy. So this is what my work was all about at the beginning stages of Circle of Women project. Now, the past few years, I feel that more and more women coming into my world with very, very strong badass energy. They pushing, forcing, rushing, doing, birthing, just more. And there's no abundance. There's no wealth and health that coming into their lives because they don't have goddess energy. So now my work is really so much more about the goddess energy activation. So let's dive into this beautiful, beautiful energy that is so, so needed. So badass energy is all about what you're doing. Yeah, what you're doing in life to make things happen. Goddess energy is the feminine energy. Goddess energy is who you are. Who you are. It's self-worth. It's knowing that since day one, we are perfectly perfect human beings. We're born perfect, we're gonna die perfect. When we was born, our mothers, grandparents, they would say, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Look at her smile. I think she said this word. I think she said, Mama, how adorable it is. And look, she's crawling and now she's walking. She's so smart. She's smartest girl in the country. She's amazing. But look how gorgeous her eyes. They're the most gorgeous eyes in the world. We felt that we are just perfect. We don't need actually to do anything. Whatever we do is just so perfect, and we receive so much love just because we are. We don't need to create anything. It just comes out naturally, organically, our perfection out in this world. It was such a beautiful times to live. But at one point in our life, we figure out that actually we receive adoration and beautiful words and feedback when we do something, when we accomplish, when we launch this book, when we create this beautiful course and everybody's raving about this course, when we get good grade in school, then we receive this adoration and we're starting to mixing it with love. It's not that love that we receive. We receive respect. We receive inspiration maybe, but this is not love. We are loved since day one so much. We cannot be loved more. Okay. And very often we women starting to mix this respect, adoration with love. And we think that, wow, if we're gonna get this 100 likes after my post, I'm gonna feel so loved by my community. No, they're gonna respect you for what you do. They will feel inspired. That's why they like your post, but it's not that they're loving you more. It's not that they're gonna love you more if you're gonna create this big talks on stage for thousands of women. You think you're gonna be loved more by doing that? No, it's not love. We're not doing this for love. We are already loved so, so much by the goddess, by the god. So goddess energy is feeling this, that we are loved, that we are perfect since day one, so deep in our core, so deep in our heart, that we start creating all of these beautiful projects and posts wherever we create, not because we want to be loved, but from the place of fullness, from the place that I am already enough. I am already perfect. I don't need anything in return. I am just perfection the way I am. I am the fucking goddess. And this is so magnetic. This is so, so beautiful. In order to activate the strong goddess energy, the self-worth energy and confidence, and energy of confidence, we need to prioritize time with yourself. One of my students, she called this time with herself goddess hour, and I really took it now into my own vocabulary. So having this 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, however you can of how much you can afford in your life for yourself, just do the things that gives you pleasure. Do the things that makes you feel relaxed and peaceful and pampered and loved. This is so, so needed. If you're not creating time for yourself, you're not gonna have time for the God. You're not gonna have time for the goddess. You're not gonna have time to communicate with the universe. Goddess energy is the channel for manifestation. If you can't prioritize staying in silence with yourself and doing things that you love, you will never ever find time to speak with the creator, to speak with the God, with the universe, to have this serious conversation, prayer, deep, deep, deep manifestation. So time with yourself, quality time with yourself, it's so, so needed. Okay. Also, goddess energy is living the next level lifestyle. So we tend to think that we're gonna have the lifestyle of our dreams when we're gonna succeed in business, when we're gonna succeed in our careers. Then we will feel that having this bubble bath in the morning or this peaceful coffee without any devices, it's that we deserve that because we succeeded already in life. Or having this nice material clothes, like we're worthy of that because we got this much money, because we are so successful. But it's not how it should be. We should really start working on the next level lifestyle today. We should start living the lifestyle that we long to live today. Why? Because like attracts like. When you create the vibration of the woman that you want to become, you attract the stuff that this woman, this future version of yourself would attract. When you raise your frequency by consciously choosing what you want to eat, what you want to wear, how active you want to be, how you want to make love, and you name it. When you're consciously choosing this, you're attracting what the future version of you would attract. This is the frequency stuff, okay? Creating the next level lifestyle is not about, okay, my future self wants to have those Chanel bags and diamonds, so I'm gonna spend all of my money, what I saved, on those things because Aista told me that I need to live my next level lifestyle, my goddess lifestyle, to be what I want to become now, who I want to be in the future. It's not about making your life look like next level lifestyle, look like the future version of yourself live life. It's not about the looks. It's about creating life that feels like next level lifestyle. Not that looks, but that feels. It means that you're taking conscious decisions 24/7, how you live your life, in what kind of conversations you're engaging, with who you're hanging out, how you want to feel in the morning, what kind of practices you do to feel grounded in the morning, what practices you do that opens your heart, yeah, how your life needs to feel. For me, my next level lifestyle is Dolce Vita lifestyle. So it's all about having lots of breaks during the day. It's all about having the herbal garden in my backyard. It's about having multiple holidays, quick little holidays around the year. I don't need big, fancy, long vacations, 2 week. No, I just need some weekends away. So for me, this is the Dolce Vita life. Beautiful clothes, good food, lots of good food, a little bit good wine too. For me, and nice cookies and nice croissants. This is for me the Dolce Vita lifestyle. And this is what I live today, not tomorrow, not when I will be wealthy and think that, okay, now I deserve that. Okay. So think about, my darling, what is the next level lifestyle for you? And how you can bring more of this lifestyle to your life today. Yeah, how you desire to live, and you will be super wealthy and successful and with your inner fire fully on. How can you bring glimpses of this life to your life today so you can become the right energetic match for the stuff that you dream to attract in your life? Okay. This lifestyle, this next level lifestyle should be really connected with pleasure. Okay, so all of these beautiful practices that you do, they should be very pleasurable, or at least some of them. So yes, it can, but the pleasurable practices is different for each one of us. For some of us is bubble bath with rose petals in the morning. For others is nice walk in the nature. For another one is going with the boat to the sea. So what brings you pleasure? Because pleasure is the word which, in my opinion, is the word the most connected to the feminine energy. There are so many words that could explain what is the feminine energetics, how to activate them. But I truly, truly believe that pleasure is the most accurate word. When we allow ourselves to tap into the pleasure, this is when we're opening our receiving channel. And this is when we're softening, empowering, and we're becoming more feminine, more magnetic for everybody around us. And then we can really manifest and attract, because we need to learn how to receive pleasure. Yeah, also this is how we opening ourselves, receiving abundance, because we open the receiving pleasure. Pleasure is not selfish. Being wealthy is not selfish. You see, it's all the same message. So learn how to receive pleasure every single day without guilt, without thinking that I need to be worthy. You're born worthy for pleasure. You're born worthy to live the goddess lifestyle. Also, living the goddess life, bringing this goddess energetics, this archetypal activation in your life, is a lot about emotional intelligence. It's a lot about opening your heart. So often we live the lives that we've been hurt by a girlfriend and we closed our heart. Our boyfriend cheated on us and we closed our heart. And from then, we love just a little bit less so we can feel safe. We are just a little bit more careful and cautious so we can feel more safe. This is not the goddess lifestyle. This is not how we embodying the goddess energy. We're opening our heart over and over again. We're not shutting. We're allowing ourselves to feel it all. This is also a big part of feminine energetic embodiment. Opening our heart over and over and over again. I truly, truly believe if we women would learn how to open our heart to the extreme, it would be, and radiate love and softness to the world, it would be so much more peace on earth. And I'm not saying this because it sounds good, but really, if we open our hearts so much to our sons and to our daughters, you really think that they would create such a terrible things in the world if they would be so loved, so loved since day one by her parents? They wouldn't know how to create this madness in the world because he would bathe in the love energetics. So don't close your heart. Open your heart again and again and again and again and again and again. Crack your heart open. I see it resonates, landing beautiful. Goddess energy. I have another question for you. Uh, who is here in the chat a mom? You can put number, yeah, just write me, or you can raise your hand if you have camera on. Who is a mom? Okay, okay, super. And who is here? Who is a mother? Who is a mother in this room? Okay. Who is experienced mothering siblings? Who in this room experienced mothering siblings? Good. Good, good, good. What about mothering your own mother? Aho. So you see, you see, we don't have to be it's not about physically giving birth to a human being or adopting a child to feel the mother energy. We are all mothers in one way or another in this life. Some of us a bit less mothers, some of us a bit more, but we all aware about the energetics of the mothers. When sister shares, my mom and I always say joke, I wear her mother another lifetime for sure. That's it. That's such a common thing, mothering your own mothers. So let's talk about the goddess and mother because it's super connected. Now I'm gonna tell you something that really like when I first time heard this, I was like, oh my goddess, really? Mother energy, mothering energy is a masculine energy. Mothering energy is the badass energy. Mothering energy is the badass masculine energy. But to be a mother is a goddess energy. What does it mean? When we mothering others, when we in this energy, okay, wash your hands. Have you ate food? This is your food. Pick up your socks. Have you brushed your teeth? Let me smell your mouth. Okay, change the clothes. Turn off the TV. This is not the goddess energy. This is the doing energy. This is the badass energy. You do the stuff. Non-stop orders, do army, yeah, do this, do that. I am doing this, you do that. Always this hustle. This is the badass masculine doing energy. Mothering energy is the masculine energy. And so many women think like, oh, I am a mother, I care of my own mother, I am mothering everybody, I'm in such a feminine energy. Now I am the mother, the goddess, I am the mother. No, you're not. You are in your full-on masculine doing energy. You are in your badass energy. There's nothing feminine about that. Now, being a mother, not doing mothering, but being a mother, just sitting on the sofa, hugging your kid, singing a lullaby, or just melting into the hug and just being here. You know what? I see a mess everywhere. I'm just gonna ignore this for a moment. I'm just gonna enjoy this cuddle with you and just be here, hold space for you, just be here. This is the mother energy. This is the feminine goddess energy, just being here without trying to fix, to improve something, to give orders, to do something. Just being is the mother energy, is the goddess energy. Very often we end up, as we already discussed, mothering husband. Have you eaten today? Can I make this 5-course meal for you? Would you like a glass of wine? Oh, I see, I need to iron your suit for tomorrow. Can I do that? I'm gonna do, don't worry, don't worry. Oh, I need to clean your office, it's a little bit dirty and your socks here. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick up. Do you think this is the sexy goddess energy? You think this is the magic on legs energy? No, this is the mothering energy. It's convenient, but it doesn't make magnetic wife that you want to become. So we need to give ourselves permission to just be. a goddess, be a mother sometimes without trying to fix your husband or please your husband or give advices or something. Just be with him, just be. So this is the another transmission of the goddess energy. It's very, very easy in the motherhood to be, and we said motherhood doesn't matter you are physically give birth or not, to be in this badass energy when we give like how to say, when we give it identity to this goddess energy, to this badass energy. So for example, you say, okay, I am the mother of two. I need to do that. What bubble baths in the morning to activate my goddess? I am mothering. I need to take care of them. This is who I am. I am the mothering energy. I need to do these things and I don't have time for the goddess. Or maybe you are entrepreneur and like, of course, I need to do the things. I need to accomplish my tasks. I am the badass and this is it. This is who I am. I don't have time for this non-productive things. So when you give this identity that I am the mother or I am the entrepreneur, and then it's super, super easy to say that, well, I have time for this, but I don't have time for that. I have time for badass, but I don't have time for goddess because I just don't have time. Like from where, you know? So it is really, really important to look to this. If you're really giving identity to the god, to the badass energy in your everyday life, and you're prioritizing this over the goddess energy. If you over and over again, just focusing on the badass energy, and my darling, just please stay muted. If you're giving your energy, your devotion to the badass energy and not prioritizing goddess energy, nothing gonna work. Your kids not gonna be super, super loved and nourished and pampered because they will always see this like army kind of person in you, and your beloved the same, and your own mother the same, and your students. So it's really important to bring a sacred balance in between these energetics, okay? So this is the goddess energy. Yeah, and the magic pill here is like really allowing yourself to receive relaxation, receive pleasure on daily basis without thinking that I need first to do something so I can feel this, I can feel deserved, like I feel deserving to receive that free time, the time of doing nothing, the bubble bath, or just reading a relaxing book or going for a walk. I first need to do something and then I can open myself to receive. No. If you really want to attract abundance, if you want to attract this beautiful, beautiful clients, beautiful, magical things in your life, you need to feel so deep in your body that you are deserving to receive pleasure and self-care without needing to do anything before that, okay? So please make sure that this is landing, and then you're gonna really become the magic on legs for your students, for your beloved, for your kids, and for yourself, okay? Goddess energy is really gateway to manifestation. So the more you have this empty time, this intimate conversations, experiences with yourself, the more you can open yourself for the universe, for the God, for the manifestation. This is really, really crucial. Okay, now we're moving on. For such a long time, I thought that from all of these archetypes, like a badass, boss, and goddess, that goddess is the soft one, the weak one. You know, she just relaxing, chilling, enjoying doing the nourishing stuffs. Like she's not really a powerhouse. And this is not the truth. Goddess is the strongest archetypes of all, of all. Goddess can face anything, betray, poverty, illnesses, and she still stays with her heart opened for life, for the opportunities, for the divine. Very often we women meeting goddess, this arc, like the goddess, the divinity within us and outside of us, actually when the things not going well. I remember one of the first times when I really, really, really met the goddess in such an intimate ways when myself and Michael, we went through really difficult times. I remember he was 32. Yes, 32 years old. It was his birthday. Yes, we were in Bali. It sounds that everything should be fantastic. We landed there and we just noticed that our credit cards, they are blocked and there's almost no money there because we got charged for some things that we thought we're not going to be charged. So we celebrated his 32nd birthday with the pot of noodles in front of 7-Eleven. And I thought, oh my God, like we are in this paradise and like we have nothing, like absolutely nothing. So it would felt much better to stay at home and like be grumpy than being in an amazing island and not being able to enjoy anything that this island got to offer, a part of nature. You can't even rent scooter. So I remember that this was the time I'm like, oh my God, like it's my beloved's birthday and I can buy anything for him, like anything. And and we eat those noodles like that's a disaster, you know. And I remember I really went on my knees. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I really felt such a deep connection with the goddess. And of course I asked her for abundance, for I opened myself for receiving. Another time when I met her in such an intimate way was when I was giving birth, and I was in agony with so much pain, and it felt like I am dying. And then I really, really felt her presence. So goddess, she's not that we feeling her when we wearing the silky clothes and we eating grapes and chocolate and it's candles and oils. And now come goddess, I am here. I am an energetic match. Like we can be friends now. We can hang out. Yes, you can feel her, obviously, but the most powerful times when normally we meeting her is when things not going the way we want them to go. Because then we are so naked, so raw, so vulnerable, so honest, and we're really dedicating time to feel our hearts, to feel our desires, and we opening ourselves for prayer. This is when we can really, really meet her in the deepest layers of ourselves too. So, goddess really can be found in the most darkest times, but goddess can be found anywhere. Goddess is not about perfection, is not about this only sexual, sensual energy. Goddess energetics is about rawness of life. It's about opening yourself to receive, to feel all of the emotions that you that can be offered for you to feel in this lifetime. So really opening to feel every highs and lows of life. This is embodiment of the goddess energy, and still staying with the heart open and feeling more love and more sadness and more grief and more ecstasy. And then you feel just more and more of everything. You cannot open yourself for love, but don't feel the lower vibration emotions, the heavier emotions. If you open your heart, you open for everything. But this is when the aliveness comes in. This is when we're going from being numb woman, feeling nothing, to feel fully alive and feeling it all. One moment we can laugh, another moment we can cry. And this is what life is about. So here's a real invitation to work with this goddess energy, to dedicate 30 minutes, 1 hour every day for yourself, to be really intimately open and close with yourself and open yourself for infinite receiving for this goddess energy, okay? Yeah, so when we activate the badass and the goddess energy in our life, in our business, we create the byproduct, and the byproduct is the boss energy. So the boss energy is the one that beautifully balances the goddess energy and the badass energy. Now, the boss energy is the one who receives. Yeah, so who you are and what you do creates what you're going to receive in life, in all forms. In your relationship, what you're gonna get with yourself, with beloved, in your business, money energetics, yeah? The more you do, the more self-worth and the goddess you feel on an everyday basis, the more you're gonna receive of the same, okay? So now balancing these energies doesn't mean 50-50. 50-50 is also, I feel it's a very masculine approach. It's like scales, boom, boom. The balancing, the way I see balancing is something that looks like this. I saw on Instagram once, there was this guy that would balance, not like a scales 50-50, but balance craziest things like candle and then put an apple on top and then put like a banana. I put like a mascara and I'm trying to balance. And then I put then I put like this one, and I put like a craziest things, and I tried to balance the stuff. This is how balancing the goddess and the badass energy looks like in everyday life. It's not about like Monday, I am the badass, Tuesday, I'm the goddess, and I'm designing my life like this. Or when I'm bleeding, I am the goddess, when I'm relating, I'm the badass, and it's just half month, I'm like this, half month, I'm like this. In business, this wouldn't work. Neither in your personal life this will work. You need to master the art of flowing through the energies, learning how to be a badass on Monday, doing your task, accomplishing things, and craving this in these little moments of being a goddess, these little moments of rest, these juicy stretches, the nourishing shower breaks. So it's not about drive. When we're learning to drive the car, we like driving on a little calm road and it's like gas and stop, and we're driving like this. It's like extremes, and later we'll learn how to play with this energy. Yeah, so this is also an invitation for you to try to see how in one day you can bring both energies. In 1 hour you can experience both flavors of being feminine, the badass, the one that does, and the goddess, the one that just receives, stays intimately present to this very, very moment, to the goddess within and outside, with the divinity within. Yeah. So this what's gonna create a boss, a powerful, powerful woman within you. And maybe we have any questions about the goddess or badass before we moving forward. I would love to hear, so I can rest my throat for a few moments. We're almost at the end of the masterclass, by the way. So if you feel that something wants to be asked about those two energies, feel free to ask. I just want to clarify how to come more into mother energy. Okay. So in this masterclass, mother energy belongs to the goddess energy. Okay. We activating the mother within us, the goddess energy within us, by giving to ourselves. Not by doing the stuff, but by being. So in everyday life, you need to choose what gives you pleasure. You can even write down now 5 things that gives you the most of pleasure. Coffee in the morning without anyone else, your matcha ritual, walking barefoot in the forest, a bubble bath, massages, self-massage, what gives you pleasure, okay? And then you're trying to bring as many of these pleasurable things every day to your life. This is what will help you to activate the goddess energy and fill your mother's energy, okay? And in everyday life, when you want to be in mother energy, not in mothering energy, learn the art of being present, being with your beloved without saying that, without trying to squeeze pimples and brush his hair or giving something. Just learn how to be, hugging and being and melting and just being here one for another. The same with the kid, the same with your own mother, just being there activates your goddess energy, your mother energy. Okay, so the mother side of goddess, not mothering. Yeah, so mothering is doing, mother is being, just being with yourself and with someone else. Even if you give practices for yourself, like breast massage, for example, yeah? Doing breast massage is mothering. I am mothering myself. I am giving the breast massage. I'm mothering myself. But when we do breast massage, there is a moment of undoing, at least when I lead breast massage. You do the movement and then you just do nothing. And this moment when you do nothing is the moment when you in the mother energy, the moment of simply being present with emotions, with feelings, with sensations, just holding space. In somatic movement, we breathe and we move and we touch, and then we stop and we're just being. So like this, we're playing with feminine, masculine energetics, mothering and being a mother. Badass, doing, receiving, being. I hope that this answers your question. If not, please write it down again. How to activate more the badass energy. So we're activating badass energy in everyday life by having a structure, having a routine, a discipline. So you have to plan your day. It's not like I'm waking up and I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to come up with something. Badass does not like this thing. I'm going to feel and then I'm going to decide. This is very floaty energy. Badass likes structure, discipline, routines. So in the evening, you organize your day. The way I do on Saturday, Saturday is a beautiful day to create structure for the week. Monday is a moon day, is a very meditative day. Home day is not a good day to create, to design the flow of the week. So on Saturday, I like to design my week. I create the most important things that I want to accomplish, and I stick with this. If I promise to myself to do that, I'm going to do that. Maybe it's not going to be 100%, but I'm going to do that. And if you're going to stick more and more with what you promise to yourself, you're going to strengthen and activate more and more your badass energy. So you plan, you organize, you give promise for yourself, and you make sure that this happens. And with the time, you will give to your badass bigger and bigger tasks until you will see that, oh my God, like I am creating such a phenomenal things now. Before my task would be go and do a 15-minute stretch. And now my task is like, I don't know, run a marathon, and I'm doing that, so the task gonna grow. And this is how your fire gonna grow and expand. And you're gonna create more and more phenomenal things in life. Okay. Is there a negative side to the goddess energy, like too much of doing nothing? Oh, for sure, no, Marina, for sure. Thank you so much for this question. That's it. As you just said, the shadow side of the goddess energy is when we're marinating 24/7 in doing. I'm not saying doing nothing, because when goddess is in her goddess energy, we're doing a lot. Actually, it's not that we're doing nothing. When we being lazy and doing nothing and being in the goddess energy is different things. Because when we do stuff with the goddess energy, we do things consciously. Even doing nothing, of course, can be conscious if we said, okay, I'm going to do nothing now. And I'm just conscious doing nothing. But if you every single day just watch Netflix and drink wine, and this is your goddess time every day, 5 hours, this is not a goddess time, So yeah, but we just need to remember that we cannot marinate in this just manifesting and just doing these beautiful practices, being without allowing the inner badass to come and go into the world. Okay, I'll put that way. It depends actually your intention. If your intention is to be super, super, super feminine and super in your feminine energetics in this lifetime, and you really don't want to birth big projects, big ideas, create a big change in the world, then it's totally fine for you to always be in this goddess energy. It's totally fine. Just focus on this energetics. It's totally, totally fine. But if you want to create change in the world, if you want to create movement, if you want to birth something amazing, you need to balance both energies. So you need to learn how to transition from one energy to another every single day. So it's not that January I'm goddess, February I'm badass. Navigating, flowing in between these two. Thank you for the question. Okay, a few more questions. I often find myself hiding my goddess energy, not allowing her to come out, because I strongly believe like people, especially men, wants to extract from me, if that makes sense. I feel them almost pulling my energy out, so I close off. And I know this is probably me not having enough boundaries in some ways, but would love to hear your thoughts and experience with this one. It's a beautiful question. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing. Once I had a conversation with my tantric teacher about men extracting the energy, about men taking our life force from us in relationships, also during the love making, because so many people said that man actually takes our energy when we open ourselves so much. And this tantra teacher that I love so, so much, she said that it all starts here. If you believe that this is truth, it's gonna be truth. If you believe that they extract energy from you, this is what's going to happen on an energetic level. But if you choose to believe that you have a protection around your energy field, and if you know that nobody can crack this, it becomes the truth. So what happens is what you believe it's going to happen. So it's not even just a mindset, it's really energetics. So I also would like to work in your case more on the goddess energy and this inner deep empowerment, knowing that you born perfect, you're gonna die perfect, and nobody can take anything from you without your permission. So I would just meditate on this until it really becomes so true for you, and it becomes true for you, and nobody can change your truth because this is your truth. This is how it is. It's done, sealed. Okay. I really, really hope that is landing. Okay, and one more question. Badass energy is a more masculine energy, right? Yes, indeed. Badass energy is the energy that is doing the stuff. Action got very young quality, and this is the masculine energy. Badass, yeah. The goddess is feeling, being is the yin, is the feminine energy. We need both in order to be a successful woman in life, to be the woman. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share. If more questions going to land during the day, feel free to ask in the community, in the Facebook group. What about the boss? One more question. Okay, so the boss is very interesting energy, and I mentioned a few words before. The boss energy is the byproduct. We cannot just wake up and say, okay, I'm gonna work on my boss energy now. I'm gonna be amazing, amazing boss. When you work with the goddess and with the badass, you naturally, organically becoming the boss. And when I'm saying the boss is like the woman. The boss, in my opinion, is this loving, caring, successful, inspirational, empowering human being. Is not only just the badass that does the stuff and gives the orders and like, I am my badass boss. It's really not sexy to have this kind of boss. Not nice at all. And it's also not nice to have the goddess boss, like only the goddess boss that like comes to the work and says, the goddess boss, she says, look, I need your badass because I cannot remember when last time I've seen my badass. I seen her a couple of years ago and she's gone. So I'm gonna buy your badass. I'm gonna hire you, buy your badass, and I'm gonna buy actually your badass because I want to create big things in life, but I don't have my badass. So I'm gonna buy you, and your badasses. So she's only chills and meditates and pampers herself, but she's not doing the action herself. She's not inspiring her tribe, her people who works for her with her to do the stuff. She's not setting an example how things needs to be done, with that there needs to be a discipline and devotion. And actually, the more feminine word for discipline is the devotion. And I am not a big fan of discipline. I like to see devotion. And when I'm devoted to something, everything comes with so much more ease and grace and beauty instead of, I need to do that. This is my discipline. No, I am devoted to my badass. That's why I do the things. So, and when we activate those both energies, we creating the boss naturally. Maybe you can be entrepreneur and you're gonna be a phenomenal boss. Maybe you run a big company and you're gonna be this boss that she does and has a big vision and she shows how things needs to be done. But at the same time, she's so open-hearted and she celebrates her sisters, her community. She creates the birthday parties and staff parties and holidays for the team. And she's really an example of the boss because she loves so much. She's not ashamed to cry. She's not ashamed to open her heart fully, to be vulnerable, to be authentic, to be edgy a little bit because she's badass too, you know. She really creates this phenomenal movement. And this is so, so inspiring and so fresh. And this is what feminine leadership is. When we want to be in feminine leadership, we want to activate this both sides so we can become the boss, the feminine leader. So we have the vulnerability, the open heart and self-care, and we're inspiring others to do the same but by following our example. But at the same time, we do the stuff. If we promise to do thing, we do the thing, you know, and we dream big. I can feel the queen energy in your beautiful explanation of boss energy. Yes, 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 my love. Yes, actually, boss is very, very close to queen energy. It might be the same vibration for sure because this is the feminine leadership. Queen cannot be this ice queen, cold queen, just watching everybody from, you know, above and like you work for me, you do things for me, and I'm just gonna give you orders. You know, this is badass. The real queen is the one that opened her heart for her community. So she wants to create a beautiful ripple effect for the future generation. She's the one who creates freedom for the woman, with freedom to be themselves, to if people work for you, you do everything what is in your hands to unleash the gifts of every single person in your team. She's creative. She is like a badass organizer. She is the one who speaks 10 languages. So how you can use the gifts of your community, not suppress their powers and put them in one box. Like, this is what I told you to do this, but allow some freedom, some creativity to happen, you know? So you creating the queendom, you all working for the same purpose, for the same reason, and bringing more freedom for the womanhood to express themselves too. Because so often we really been raised in the families and we've been told that by our mothers, at least this was in my case, like, look, she would say, this is how you need to live your life because you need to go to school, you need to go to uni, you need to have kids before 30 because this is what I've done and this is how it has to be. Doesn't all these things did not make her happy, but this is what I need to do. She never gave me freedom to do the things that I really want to do until I found that, well, things can be done in different way. And actually, that's what makes me more happy, you know? So really, feminine leadership is finding your edge, finding your own unique, authentic way to do things different and inspiring other women to do the same. So it's not copy-paste strategy. It's not copying someone else's lifestyle, someone else's business, not being jealous and desiring to do the same, be the same, create the same courses, create the same campaigns, create the same branding. No, you need to find your own mission, your own authentic voice. And in this way, you're going to inspire other women to do the same. Because our difference, our uniqueness is our superpower. And our sameness, the fact that we all belong to womanhood, is something that we should be so, so freaking proud of. I do feel this a lot in the containers I am offering in the past for months, inviting both genders to meet to connect, doing community events and WhatsApp groups. Beautiful. Yes, of course, working with the men is also very beautiful. And I see that men really awakening this feminine energy within them big time. Finally, I see men saying, I love you, man. I love you, man. And it doesn't mean that I want to have sex with you. No, just I love you, man. You know, like we women, we would be saying this for years and years, like, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. And it's so beautiful how men opening their feminine hearts more and more. And what's happening in our women communities is also phenomenal. I'm working with feminine energy for the past 10 years. And the conversations we have in masterclasses and courses and circles is so, so unbelievable. Like, it's such a big change is happening in womanhood. And we're finally starting to realize that there's no time to gossip. There's no time to put other women down. There's no time to compete with one another and copy each other's lives and missions and passions. We really need to uncover what is our gift, what is our purpose, what is our mission in life, what we want to create, and do this and celebrate the womanhood, celebrate that we belong to the same tribe. Yes, so this is it, my darlings. This is what I wanted to share with you today, and thank you so much for staying until the end. And those of you who feel so connected to this topic of the archetypes, I want to invite you to continue studying with me. On the 5th of April, I'm going to launch She Moves course, where I'm going to be inviting you to dive into the 7 archetypes. Now, some of you already worked with the 7 archetypes with me before, but this time is going to be slightly different because we're going to bring a little bit more of Eros energy in the game. We're going to bring more sensuality and play, and this really raw, vulnerable, erotic, ecstatic, erotic energy. So we're going to activate Shakti, the goddess energy, big time. It's not going to be a tantric workshop, but we're going to really learn how to play with our inner fire, with our sensuality, with our sexuality, so we can uncover this strong, empowered queen within us. And this course is going to be 9 weeks, with the integration called 10 weeks. We're going to be joining once a week, and diving into somatic embodiment of one particular archetype per week. Then we're going to have a Q&A call, and you're going to have my full one-on-one support throughout the weeks, because lots of things going to arise. You're going to have partner, buddy system will be there in place, so you can practice also with your partner and support one another. Will be plenty of mirror work. We're going to work with mirror, as I found that it's a very powerful place to integrate these goddess archetypes into our lives. So this is what's going to be included in this She Moves course, which is going to start on the 4th or 5th of April. So those of you who join this masterclass and feel like, wow, I'm really in the momentum, and I love, Aista, how you teach, what you teach, and I have so much information here, but I want to feel it in the body now and really put it into practice, then you are very welcome to join. And those from this masterclass who are going to join me on this course, you're going to also receive a bonus. A very exciting thing is the Goddess Alchemy course, valid of 350 euros. And Goddess Alchemy course is all about bringing this goddess energy that we talked about in this masterclass to everyday life. In Goddess Alchemy course, I teach womb yoga, breast massage, yoni egg, all of these super feminine practices that you can integrate in your life in order to activate the goddess energy. But if you want to go fully in, then Goddess She Moves course is something for you. I've been practicing archetypes for such a long time, and they really helped me big time in my journey to not only awaken my sexuality, because those of you who know me, you knew how fucked up I was in my sexuality, and my marriage was really on the line. And activating the sacred slut archetype, which we're going to activate in the course, really helped me to start seeing sexuality as something sacred and powerful, and also opening my heart to motherhood, to myself, activating my womb. So we're gonna work with wild woman, lover archetype, and the maiden archetype gonna be separated. The sacred slut archetype will be really the queen of this show, and we're gonna have a couple of masculine archetypes too. So we're gonna flow through also wild woman, lover, maiden, sacred slut, wise woman, and queen. This will be the archetypes that we're gonna work with through somatic movement and rituals. So you are very welcome to join. And I'm just gonna drop the link straight away so you can have a look in case you would like. Yeah, so here is the link for the course. You can choose installment plan. The full payment is 1,111 euros, and you can also choose installment plans. And I also dropping the link for the Goddess Alchemy course in case you would like to do something slightly smaller. So go to my website, have a look, see how everything is landing, and if you'll have any questions, let me know. So this is it. I feel complete. I feel I need to rest my throat now and enjoy my goddess hour. Thank you so much for your presence, for all of your questions. Thank you for opening your hearts and your minds to this mysterious teachings. And it's been an absolute pleasure to hold space for you, to hear your questions, to hear your stories, to feel your presence. Is really, really precious. And I'm really, really encouraging you, my loves, to celebrate womanhood and sisterhood every single day, not only on the 8th of March or around this day, because we are magic on legs and we need to remember that we are the fucking volcanoes and we all got the fire within us, and together we can create phenomenal things when we know our gifts, our superpowers, and we're joining in a community, we're sharing, we our gifts, and we're rising together in one safe container. We can create phenomenal things, but it all starts with us, because we need to bring our belonging to womanhood to every single room that we go, not only in the sacred circles, but wherever we go, to the shops, to the malls, to the beaches, wherever we go. The deep, deep belonging that we are the woman, we are the volcano, we can move mountains. So this is my wish for all of you, and let's create much more beautiful world for the future generations by taking responsibility and doing the work right now for ourselves. Love you all so, 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 so much. And let me know how this masterclass is landing. I'm going to continue offering free stuff, free masterclasses, if I'm going to receive feedback, if I'm going to receive comments. So I know that it's landing and I should create more. So if you watch this masterclass, drop me a line on Instagram or Facebook or email. Let me know how it's all landing. So I will feel motivated to create more free stuff for my Circle of Women community. Love you all so, so much. Have a beautiful day, goddesses, and see you very, very soon. Much love.
So much.
Mhm.
Bye bye.